fellow listeners. This is DJ Envy of my own private radio show, here to discuss my reactions to the nominees for the 2025 Oscars, which will be hosted by the first great host in a while, Conan O'Brien. How do I know he's great? He's Conan O'Brien. So finally, it happened. And I'm happy it happened. Now, I had no expectations. Just looking at these nominations, I personally had no expectations on what the hell would happen. I made that clear on my very last episode. Currently on hiatus. We'll see what pops up, soon. But yeah, I had no clue what the heck would happen. And here we are now, looking at the nominations. And it seems pretty interesting, not gonna lie. So let's dive in. Also, Bowen Yang and Rachel Sennett, apparently they got there was already talk about the presenters. There was already talk about the presenters, before, anything really happened, before they, announced the nomination. So I thought that was funny. It's like, forget the presenters. We were talking about the, nominations. That's all I care about. Anyway, so let's dive in. The Oscar nominations for 2025. I haven't seen every single movie nominated, but so what? Let's dive in. And what's my first reaction? Emilia Perez leads with 13. Big shocker. It's not like something like this hasn't happened before. I should not be surprised. Okay, so I part of me wants to, just look at the video where they talk about it, but that would take too long. I'll just read it off. Best Picture, Anora, Neon, of course. Love Neon, what they do. I know it sounds weird. You love. I'm not one of those A24 stans, all right? I made that very clear. But I've, not to sound like a hipster, but I literally saw the first film that Neon put out. It was the Anne Hathaway film, Colossal, and I liked it. And I was like, when I saw the neon sign, I was like, I like that. It's very hard for me. I'm a sucker for a neon sign, so it's very hard for me to, take issue with neon in general. I don't think they're doing anything bad. I think they got some flack for the pop-up shop or whatever. But anyway, Anora, is that worthy of Best Picture? Yes, it is. The Brutalist, great American film. Great film about America and the American dream. It's a big FU to the American dream, which I respect and admire. And this is no surprise here. Brady Corbett, A24. Yeah, no shocker there. And I love Brady Corbett, so it is great to see him get nominated. For Best Picture, A Complete Unknown, normie, Conclave, normie, but I liked it. So Conclave, no shocker there. Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez. I mean, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance. I was a little bit surprised there. A little bit. Wicked from Universal. I'm picturing it in a Boston accent. Wicked. Now, this is a reaction video in general, but, to be honest, this is also the part where I, think about what to bet on. So, what to bet on here. This is subject to change. Because we still have a lot of time. I'm going to go with either Conclave or The Brutalist. Or Emilia Perez. It's one of those three. Now moving on to Best Actor in a Leading Role. Adrian Brody in The Brutalist. Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown. Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing. Ralph Fiennes in Conclave. And Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. The Apprentice is actually a surprise because I like that movie. I like this performance. I thought they would just, forget about it because it was considered too controversial. So good on the Academy, at least. I will give them credit for this. Good on them for saying, yeah, Sebastian Stan, he's worth it. But also, shout out to Sebastian Stan because he pretty much called them out on it. If he didn't call them out on it, I don't think they would have done this. So it's actually his reason. It's his credit to him, actually. I take it back. I think it's between Ralph Fiennes or Adrian Brody. Maybe Sebastian. And you can bet money on that if you want. But I am not in trouble here, This is all just hypothetical. I'm going to be clear. Gambling is an addiction. But yes, this is a prediction, you know, for the betters. But I am not liable. Actress in a leading role: Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Carla Sofia Gaston in Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison in Anora, of course, Demi Moore in The Substance, Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here. I'm gonna go with, it's gonna be between Mike. No, not Mikey. I love Mikey, but I don't think they're gonna give it to her. I just don't. My gut tells me this isn't what I want. I would want it to happen. This is about what I think will happen because there are old people that are voting. A lot of old people, a lot of white old people, a lot of people that like Emilia Perez. It's going to be between Fernanda Torres and Carla and Demi Moore. I'm going to go with Fernanda Torres. Or Demi Moore. Oh, that would be so crazy. It was Demi Moore. Who knows? Maybe Mikey Madison, actually. Fernanda Torres, number one, though. Most likely to win. Actor in a supporting role: Ira Borisov in Anora, Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain, Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice. It's going to be either Culkin or it's going to be Guy Pearce. Maybe Strong. Between those three. Actress in a supporting role: Monica Barbaro in A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande in Wicked, Felicity Jones in The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini in Conclave, Zoe Saldana and Emilia Perez. It's going to be Saldana or Rosalina. You can bet money on that. It's going to be between those two. Your choice. I am not liable for any of the betting decisions you make. I actually recommend bet no more than $10. Directing: Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Emilia Perez, The Substance. Probably The Brutalist, which I would like to see. If not The Brutalist, I can see it definitely going to Emilia Perez because they fucking love that movie. God help them. Writing: Adapted Screenplay, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, Sing Sing. And I go with Conclave. Not budging from that. Writing: Original Screenplay, Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5th. The Substance, I'm going to go with A Real Pain. If not A Real Pain, hopefully Anora or The Brutalist. I don't want it to be September 5th. Or The Sub, that did not deserve nomination, whatever. International feature film: I'm Still Here, The Girl with a Needle, Emilia Perez, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flow. Hopefully Flow or The Seed of the Sacred Fig, or I'm Still Here. Actually, besides Emilia Perez, who's to say? But it will probably be Emilia Perez. It's going to be Emilia Perez or Flow, or I'm Still Here. Between those three. Emilia Perez. I'm just thinking. Animated feature film: Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, The Wild Robot. I want to say Wallace. It's going to be Flow. I think it's going to be Flow. Okay, documentary feature film: Black Box Diaries, No Other Land. This is the biggest surprise. My reaction here: this is the biggest surprise and the best surprise to know that they nominated a film which unfortunately does not have distribution still. So it's crazy. Hopefully that changes very soon. Porcelain War and soundtrack to the Coup d'Etat and Sugarcane. I want to say No Other Land. I think they might give it to soundtrack to Coup d'Etat, or maybe No Other Land. I hope No Other Land. I really hope No Other Land. I'm gonna go with No Other Land, just because my heart says, please God, yes, No Other Land. But if it's not that film, yeah, I'm gonna say soundtrack to Coup d'Etat. Film editing: Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. I'm gonna go with The Brutalist or Conclave. I hope The Brutalist. Cinematography: The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Maria, Nosferatu. Please God, The Brutalist. If not The Brutalist, unfortunately, they're going to give it to Emilia Perez. I would be surprised, but pleasantly surprised, if they give it to Ed Lachman for Maria. That's the wild card, is Maria. So if you want to go on the wild card, bet on the wild card. Next, production design: The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, Wicked. I'm going to go with The Brutalist. Costume design: A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, Wicked. I'm going to go with Conclave. Music, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, The Wild Robot. I'm going to go with The Brutalist. Fortunately, it might be Emilia Perez, but I'm going to go with The Brutalist. Music, original song, El Mal, Emilia Perez, The Journey, 6888, and Like a Bird, Sing Sing, Mi Camino, Emilia Perez, Never Too Late from Elton John, Never Too Late, Emilia Perez. Either El Mal or Mi Camino, even though they both, the music is not good, man. Live action short film, Alien, Anuha, I'm Not a Robot, The Last Ranger, I have no idea here. I'm just gonna pick I'm Not a Robot, subject to change. Animated short film, Beautiful Men, In the Shadow of the Cypress, Magic Candles, Wander to Wonder, and Yuck. I'm gonna go with Yuck. It is subject to change. Documentary short film, Death by Numbers, I Am Ready, Warden, Incident, Instruments of a Beating Heart, The Only Girl in the Orchestra, Incident, which is a must-see film. Makeup and hairstyling, A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, Wicked, A Different Man. Or Nosferatu. Sound, A Complete Unknown, Dune 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked. Gonna go with Emilia Perez. And, it was also The Wild Robot was also nominated. It's Emilia Perez. Visual effects, Alien Romulus, oh god. Better Man, there it is, that's your winner. It's gonna be Better Man. Dune Part 2, Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, Wicked, no, it's gonna be Better Man. Bet on the Monkey, that monkey, not Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes monkey, Better Man, Robbie Williams monkey. That will win the Oscar. Nominations by film, like I said, Emilia Perez is leading, unfortunately, and The Brutalist is, second place, not bad. And Wicked, number 3. Oh god, this is, of course, it's the Oscars. It's crazy. The same award show that nominates The Substance, which is flawed, but is it's pretty provocative. But the fact that they nominated something as crazy as that, as batshit insane as that, and also gave 10 nominations to The Wicked, it sounds like the Oscars, but it also doesn't sound like the Oscars. A little transgressive, mostly normie stuff. But I do like Anora and I do like The Brutalist, so I'll be waving my Brutal Boys sign, as they say in The Ringer, big picture show. And Anora and Conclave, and that's it. Real Pain, Flow. Nickel Boy is nice to see. Besides that, I don't really care that much, except that Conan is hosting. So that's my reaction. We got Conan to look forward to, and that's good enough for me. My own private radio, that is the speed run, subject to change. I'll do it more serious next time. A nice setup for my official predictions on who will win at the Oscars. This is just, off the top of my head.